can send it towards Darling. Lacroix waiting at the front, and here's Ryan. He's not just a highlights reel in the air, at a ground level he can do it as well.
The actual process of goal kicking, as opposed to just running in and kicking it, is quite amazing what it does to you when you're standing in front of those sticks. I've wrestled with it for a lot of my career, and
Amon gets the ball off, and there's Barry. He's got an interesting story as well. Don Barry puts it through. Yeah. Good start, encouraging start, isn't it?
Yeah, how many first year? Oh, not a great kick.
Maybe they just lost a couple with that.
Oh, with the barrel. This will work.
It's a massive kick, and the chase is on. Amon with that kick, and now...
What a tackle. What a great rundown from Charlie Dixon.
From Burne-Jones. They've got it out of there somehow with the centre half forward. Robbie Gray came out strongly.
Oh, it's going to be interesting to see the contact here, because I reckon he's accidentally clicked him. He was just trying to... he kept his arms right by his side. He knew there was going to be a little bit of contact, but the shoulders just clipped the head of the player there, McGovern, and that's not what you want to be doing in a practice game.
Shuey out wide for Cripps. Knew exactly where he was going. Pittard step behind. Gaff. Interesting decision. And Shuey. Oh, they might remember that. They might remember that, Port Adelaide fans.
He just draws those, doesn't he? He's become very adept at securing those high contact free kicks.
He doesn't quite drop
the
to
arm
his knees, but it's the lifting of the arm.
Bit of deja vu here for Port fans. Let's see if he kicks this one.
Frightening midfield size.
Leading vote getter in the Brownlow for them last year with 18.
Gee whiz, that's a really courageous contest from Sam Powell-Pepper. You talk about the big-bodied midfielders. Ollie Wines, the way he launched at it, and then Powell-Pepper the same.
Not going to be particularly easy on this occasion, as it's filled with numbers from both sides. There's a big launch again, powerful in the air, Nathan Vardy.
Yeah, I reckon he went a little early. He was almost back on the ground when he took it, but he certainly cleared the space around the ball drop. Did you see the look from Charlie Dixon to Paddy Ryder? It's like any danger of protecting the back.
Look at that from Robbie Gray. We've seen that before. More territory gain. Redden thought about the handball, decides instead to kick it to the top of the square. Darling was closing. Lacroix couldn't hang on to it. Hurry kick out of there by Howard. Spinning through. Elliot Yeo just had the leverage on to get the kick away, and he's hit the mark.
It's usually just a confidence thing, that, Jace. Early in the season, perhaps not quite confident to take it out in front, but
there's also got to be an awareness of where your opponent is, whether you've got the space and the time to take it on the chest.
Quick turnaround to get it on the boot. It might just slide through for a goal. Westhoff after Hearn with a slight fumble. And then Dixon came around and put it through for a goal.
I guess it's going to be very difficult for him to force his way in, given the mix of players they've got in that front six.
Shuey powers on. Great kick to the top of the square. And an opportunity for Jake Waterman to enjoy a goal in the West Coast Eagles colours.
Players that have come across like Jack Tringrove for a second chance, so any opportunity they get, they'll be trying their best to impress.
Gee, that was a tough decision, not 15. Just saw Motlop with some ice on what appeared to be the calf, I think, Hutto.
And that is a concern. Players had a few injuries over the time. Up and running again. Oh, they got way out the back. Lindsay. And he still decides to kick it over the top to Charlie Dixon. Puts it through. And Port Adelaide back in front. Sheed was there. Shuey into the square. And here he is, taking the mark. Just in the right place, Ryan. Looking for his second goal. Oh. Thunders into the post. That wasn't in the plans. 60 seconds now. Slow build-up. Shuey doesn't want to waste the footy. Gives it off. Shepard. Oh, from the side was Dixon. And now Jetta with a wind-up. 65 metres from Jetta. Not a problem.